Hi, here we are at Fairylove headquarters, quite a unique place, and we're meeting the owner of Fairylove, which is Shelley. Hi, Shelley.
G'day.
Well, straight away with the good day, we can tell that she's not from Herefordshire. So tell us where you come from, Shelley, and how you ended up here.
I am from just south of Sydney, and about 15 years ago I came over here because I met an Englishman. That's how I came here.
Okay. And when did you start Fairylove?
I've been making wings for about 23 years now, but Fairylove, kind of the name came when I came to England 15 years ago.
Right. Okay. So you make wings.
Yeah.
Who do you make wings for?
Make wings for, there's not really for everyone really. Like we sell them to grandmas at festivals, kids, for brides, guys, all kinds of people like fairy wings.
Okay, and is it and so you're selling wings all the time for weddings, I guess, is a popular thing. Do you find that people have got more of an interest in fairies now?
Well, I would say there was probably, when we first started, there was nothing like what we were doing over here for adults, and it really took off. So it got a bit crazy, and now I think it's balanced out a bit, and there's a whole lot more going on with dress-ups and stuff at the moment. So it's kind of like a whole different culture. So it's, it's not quite the demand for it that there used to be.
Okay, so it kind of went through a phase, and with any business. I've got to ask you, do you dress as a fairy every day?
Well, when I think I'm wearing normal clothes, people ask me where I'm going. So I guess I do. I do dress as a fairy quite often. A lot of my clothes are very bright and colourful and dress-uppy, yeah.
What I wanted to ask you is what you've done in your past, apart from make fairy wings and run Fairylove.
Before I was a fairy, I used to do the markets selling secondhand clothes, like 70s stuff. I used to go charity shopping, and I had a stall selling things that I'd make, like hand-painted light globes. And before that, I worked in a bar. So that's me, yeah.
So you started the business about 15 years ago. Did you get a lot of support from, from your family and friends?
Half my family, the other half had no idea what I was doing and didn't really understand it at all. So half my family supported me, the other half went, "What the hell are you doing?" Yeah.
Okay. Have they got used to the idea now?
Yeah, they're fully, well, they may not understand it, but they see that it's been successful and that, yeah.
So as we mentioned just before, you were the first people to be doing something like this in the country for adults, not a particularly mainstream business. So what kind of obstacles did you come across, and what were people's reactions like?
Well, when we first started, we did a business startup course, and the guy that was running it just said, he had no faith in it working. He actually said, there's no way this is a great business idea. There's no way this can work. So that was quite funny. And also people would walk into the stall and just like look at all the wings that we'd made and just go, "What are you doing? What's this all about?" And of course the best way to show them what it was about was to put the wings on them and get them to go for a walk so they could see people's responses and what a positive thing that was,
So what is Fairylove all about?
Fairylove is about shining your light, body confidence. It's about Fairylove gives you tools with beautiful wings and dress-ups to don them and then just like shine your light to the world. So it gives you confidence. People respond really positively to you when you're wearing it, when you've got the glitter on, and it's just a really positive thing.
Okay, how important is teamwork in Fairylove?
Oh, teamwork is everything. My team of fairies are absolutely amazing. Most of them have been with us for 5 years, but we're attracting a lot of new fairies, and teamwork is, I wouldn't still be here doing this without my team of fairies, because it's we're all givers, and together, we make it possible. We're like a family. We work together. So yeah, teamwork is very important.
And where do you find your fairies?
Well, we used to do some advertising for them, but now they're coming out of the woodwork. So I think we just attract them, really, people we meet and who we think would just be. And I think this summer, certainly, we've learned at the festivals that people are coming out of the woodwork and saying, that they've looked at us for years and wanted to work with us. So I think a lot of people see it as a very positive thing to do. And I think that they also think it's all like lots of fun. And we do have lots of fun, but it's, there is work involved as well. It's definitely a job in the summer.
So, Shelley, what would you say to other people that were wanting to start up a business that was maybe slightly off the wall?
I would say absolutely go for it. To do something that you love to do and to just keep doing it. I believe that where there's a will, there's a way. And if you're doing what you love, then it will catch on.
Okay. So Fairylove is successful at the moment because you've got a big smile on your face. Where do you see Fairylove going in the future?
I would like to branch out more. We used to do fairy workshops and stuff where people were making wings, so creativity and all the stuff around believing in yourself and your wishes. So I would like to branch out doing more with that. I'd like to work with teenagers, maybe with some special needs, and maybe also like a venue where we can encourage more people to get involved at the festivals with the whole idea rather than just be a shop. So, yeah.
And what are people's reactions like at the festivals when they see you all dressed up? Do they love it?
People, absolutely love it. Like we are in our elephant when we're at the festivals, and we've got our podium out the front, and like Green Man Festival, which is a beautiful festival and quite straight people. And we've done it for 9 years, and they just don't bat an eyelid anymore. They just love us. They get the kids up on the podium with us, and people just light up. We've got a lot of people who really love us a lot and love what we do. So, yeah.
So going back to when you started the business, what was the actual inspiration behind Fairylove?
Well, when I first started making wings, it all started when I was a friend of mine who was living with us. She died, and I found her, and it was always just felt like a gift from her, really, because it really transformed my life, that whole situation. And it was after that I bought my first pair of kitty wings, and I started wearing them around. And I'd always really wanted people to like me, so to put on a pair of wings and dress up as a fairy and have people smile at me was a bit of a breakthrough for me, really. So I always felt like it was a bit of a gift from Zar after she died, and I found my wings, and so it was quite special.
Okay, and how old were you then?
I was about 22 then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were making wings from about 22.
Yeah.
Okay, and you decided that you could make a business out of it, and it's really, really worked because I've kind of seen things about Fairylove around, and I've always been very, very attracted to it. What is it about dressing up that works for people, do you think?
Well, I think it's just getting out of, a lot of people wear really plain clothes or try to fit in, and I think with dressing up, you just I don't know, you're putting on, it's like magic. It's like fairy glamour. You put something on and you feel, dressing up is finding something that you feel amazing in. So putting on something that makes you feel wonderful and makes you feel great about your body. And it does just give you extra confidence and makes you feel like you can do anything. And I think then also people's response to you is really important, because when you're dressed up and feeling amazing, people bounce that back to you, and I think that is part of the magic of dressing up.
And what do you think it is for you that makes you want to continue doing Fairylove and running Fairylove?
Well, I guess I've been a fairy for over 20 years now, and I'd really like to change what we do a little bit, but I can't really imagine anything that would, this is kind of who I am now. I wear wings, I dress up, I love making things, I love being creative, and I would really love to teach other people. I think everyone could do with a pair of wings, really, and the magic that it brings into your life. And it's not just affecting you, because you go out there and you put your wings on and you go out there into the world and you make people smile, and people then get inspired and think, well, if they can do that, we can do that, So it's such a positive way of being in the world that I can't really imagine where I'd go from there. So I guess I'd just like to grow what we do and share it more.
Okay, so you've mentioned the fairy workshops. What would happen on a fairy workshop?
Fairy workshops mainly around making a pair of wings. But it's dressing up. There's a massive dress up room full of dress ups, a photo shoot, so you get to see yourself in all the different outfits. The creativity of making your own wings. There's also yoga workshops, eating really healthy food, singing, yoga, all of that. So it's a really fun, action-packed weekend.
I'm going to dress up as a fairy now. This is absolutely gorgeous. Why haven't I got one of these in my wardrobe?
All right, make a wish.
Okay.
Wait. There you go. Perfect.
Hello. I feel like a different woman.